Thank you, Tony. Thank you guys for coming out. Said one of my favorite days, spring ahead. I love spring ahead. It's the one day of the year sex lasts 1 hour and 2 minutes. John, that's a math joke for you. That's right. I've been married 20 years, and when you're old, you've been married that long, you gotta have some effort to keep the romance alive. Tony's old, he knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah!
Lately, my wife and I have been experimenting with rough sex. That's right, now I shake her when I wake her up. It's Tuesday. You promised. It's my birthday. I love being here. I love doing comedy. Sometimes on the road you do really weird shows. A couple months ago I did a benefit show at a Buddhist monastery. I think they liked it. I'm just not sure what the sound of one hand clapping is. No, that's like... Did you just have an orgasm just then? It's very distracting. I'm not sure, I've never seen one, that's why I asked. Something in the news a couple months ago that college football player Monty Teo made me mad. He had the girlfriend hoax. I'll tell you why it made me mad. As a lifelong nerd, imaginary girlfriends are my world. He's a football player, he should stick to cheerleaders. It's no wonder he messed this up. So I wanted to get some measure of revenge, so last week while my friends and I were playing Dungeons and Dragons, we put together a band of elven warriors, and we had an epic combat with Monty Trollo, and we kicked his ass. And then we celebrated by having sex with our elven princess girlfriends, because that is how you have sex with your imaginary girlfriend. And it was pretty good. It wasn't great, I didn't roll a natural 20. You know, it was Dungeons and Dragons, so there's like magic spells and potions and things you can use, but I didn't use none of that. It was my imaginary girlfriend, I was going to go for it. So now I'm disappointing women in both realms. Yes. I like that shirt, it says Hurley's. If I could put it with this guy's hat, we'd have a complete hipster. You know, you're each halfway there. There's another thing in the news. Just last week, Newt Gingrich said something that really pissed me off. It's not real political. He was complaining that young conservative college students can't express themselves in class because their hippie commie teachers might punish them. I know, this is what he said. And I was offended because I am a college teacher. I am a hippie commie professor. And I can assure, I don't know about you, but I can assure Newt Gingrich, not me or any teacher I know, is going to punish a student for expressing a conservative idea in class. In fact, if any of my students would express any ideas whatsoever, it would be a cause for celebration. I would go straight home. Honey, guess what? One of my students spoke. He had an idea. Let's break out the good wine. I do drink wine at home, but only when I'm grading papers. Unfortunately for my... If you ever had to work your way through a stack of freshman essays, you know what I'm talking about. Unfortunately for my students, I'm an angry drunk. So by the end of the night, I'm just so bitter and twisted and jaded, it's like...
Learn how to use a comma, dickhead!
Football players. Yeah, I'll tell you one more quick thing before I get out. I do have 3 kids. I have a 13-year-old son. And if you could see his bedroom, you could see the generation gap. Because when I was 13, I had a poster of Farrah Fawcett in my bedroom. You know the one. You seem to know the one. The one with the nipples. That's right. My 13-year-old son, he has a poster of Pikachu. I'm not even quite sure what Pikachu is. And I can tell you, I can only hope he is not using it for the same thing I use Farrah Fawcett. All right, my name is Jerry Jaffe. Thank you very much.